Hi friends, this is my fourth tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to create a basic, very basic C program, maybe a hello world program. So let's get started. Launch your terminal and type gedit space your program. So I'm going to type hello world.c. So it gives me some program. I already typed it, that's why it fills something in this window. It will be free for you because you didn't type anything. So this is the very basic C program. In this program we get hash include stdio.h int main and then open brace printf hello world and return 0 and close brace. This is the very simple program in C. Excuse me. This program contains a function and two statements and a header file. This stuff is called a header file, and this stuff is called a function, and this stuff is called these stuffs are called statements. So how I am distinguishing all this stuff? Yeah, it's very simple. If anything ends with semicolon in C, we can call it as statements. For example, this printf statement ends with semicolon, so we can call it as statement, and return 0 statement ends with semicolon, so it also gets into the category of statements. So how I am distinguishing this function? Yeah, it's also pretty cool. If something ends with open and close braces, it is called as a function. It is very pretty cool, and this is called header file. If something has this hash and this stuff is called header file, it can be anything, but in this program I'm going to use stdio.h header file to do something, but I'm not going deeper to this because I will explain all this stuff when I go further, but not now. So this is the basic stuff. So let's get started into the coding. It's the int main function. This function contains printf statement and return 0 statement. Yeah, a function can contain any number of program, but you may ask what is this int and what is this main and what this braces. Yeah, I can hear a question, but I'm gonna answer this before you ask your question. So this int is this function is gonna return our integer value, and this main is the function name. What is returning something? Yeah, I will explain when I explain return 0. So now leave this int. This is the name of the function main. Every C program should contain main function. Without main function you cannot write your C program. So you have to write main program whenever you start to write a C program. So this is the use of this main function. This main function wraps up these two statements. What are these two statements? Yeah, it's pretty simple. Printf hello world and return 0. This printf hello world is a statement which gonna print hello world on the screen. Yeah, what is printing stuff on the screen? For an example, um, this stuff is called printing stuff on the screen, but I'm gonna print hello world on the screen. So you wanna see how it works? Let's start coding. cc hello world.c. That's it. It compiles your program and ./a.out. This stuff runs your program. So I get hello world. So this is the output. How it comes? Let's go to the coding. Yeah, we got a coding. So this printf is a statement which contains hello world in its two parentheses. So we can identify this printf statement prints all the stuff on the screen, but also it can print anything you want to print. But whenever you want to print something, you have to use two quotation. Without two quotation you can't print anything. For an example, if I remove this quotation, I will get error. Yeah, wait, cc hello world.c. Gonna get error? Yeah, I got the error. Hello world.c in function and blah 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 blah. This all stuff means I got error. That's a simple stuff I want to tell you. So whenever you want to print something, you have to use these quotation marks. Then only you have to use hello world or something you want to print inside these quotation marks. So this is the syntax of printf function. So let's check this. Sorry, hello world or c. Yeah, it works fine. So this is the use of printf function. But if you want to print something, you can do yeah. I did something. Then use gcc hello world.c and dot slash share out. You may ask why I'm compiling all times. Yeah, whenever you make changes to your source code, you have to do something called compilation. Then only your program changes and your source code and your run dot slash share out file changes. So I am compiled and I am running my dot slash edit out and I'm getting my hello world and something. Yeah, this is what I want to print it out. So it printed out. So this is the moral of the story. The story is whenever you want to use printf function, you have to type printf and an open parenthesis and a quotation mark and something you want to print. Then again a quotation mark and again a close parenthesis. Then finally don't forget to use place a semicolon. If you forget to do that, you will get the same error. I mean, not same error, but it will make you mad. Yeah, you got the error. That's the stuff. So whenever you end the statement, you have to use semicolon. So this is the stuff about printf statement and return 0. Yeah, return 0 is a statement which tells your operating system whether your program ran correctly or not. How it works? Yeah, if you wanna know it, you have to know some math. If your operating system gets 0 and then it knows this program worked correctly. If it gets some other value, it means it understand it's a malfunctioning for program. So this is the use of this return 0 function, sorry, statement, but this is not necessary. The reason for I'm putting this statement in this program is this is the standard. Excuse me, without using this standard, your program may not be a perfect one. If you are going to some company means, it will mock you. That's it. So use this return 0 statement. This is a good practice. I always use return 0 statement, so that only I am using this int. For example, 0 is an integer. Am I right? Yeah, I am right. 0 is an integer. So if you want to return something that is an integer, you have to use int. If you are printing returning some float values, you have to use some other data type. If I start to teach data types now, you will get angry on me, so I'm not going deep into this. So this is the stuff about return 0. So if I remove this return 0, it will still work, but the reason is C does not require this return 0 statement, but C++ do requires. If you are missing this statement means it will give some errors, but not now because we are using C. It will run perfectly. Yeah, it ran perfectly, but if you are using C++ means it will give error. So whenever you write program, you use return 0. Also don't forget to use int main. Without using int main, you can write your program, it will also make an error. So this is my tutorial, and for coming tutorial I'm going to teach what are the variables and what are the techniques to print statements. So yeah, visit my site net3run.blogspot.com and see you next time.